Did you manage to practice something?
Not a lot, but it's a little.
All right. Today we are going to go straight to types in Illustrator, and then we move our way up from there. But I'm going to do a recap what we did before other people come in. Um, so the recap that we did, basically, so that it can clear up any doubts that you might have. So I'll go over it again. I'm trying to launch on my Photoshop. Um, at the same time, I'm going to look for an image. I'll look for an image, which is this one there.
Sir,
Yeah,
just I'm going to open up Photoshop again. Go for my charger because you know that.
no problem. Mm. Mm. You're back.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes when you're trying to locate a good image, it take the
I know it take you a while, I know.
and then when
Cause
you
then you see one and then you see another one and then you find something that
that's the part I really don't like. Hmm. Oh God.
is that face image you want.
Yeah, to go over what we did last week. I hate this, trust me. I really hate going. This would have been good, but I don't know why is it not downloading. Wow. Alright.
Morning.
Good morning, Tariq. How are you?
Morning, sorry.
I'm good, sir. And you?
We are right. We are hanging on there.
Morning, Melissa.
Why is that I can't find the sensible image?
They're
Uh,
going with the site name Pixels. That's that.
yeah, I went there. I need
Oh,
something different. Okay, I'm going to remove this word. Okay, model. I'll select this instead if I can. Oh, there's some strange images here. Okay, I'll download this one for now. Okay. Two things that I don't like to look for an image and to look for a font. I really, really don't like it. It just turned me off. Yep. It just make my head go cuckoo. All right. Frequency separation that we did before. What we did basically. Let me see. Frequency separation. Separation. Frequency separation that we did. Okay. The first thing that we are going to do, um, basically to get our layer, all right, we are going to duplicate it 2 times by pressing Ctrl J, all right, fair enough.
Yes, sir.
And then the top one, we name it textures. Okay. Or high frequency. High frequency. The second one, we are going to name it low frequency. Low frequency. Okay, so we have that. Fair enough. This is step number one in order to get frequency separation. So within the frequency separation that we did, all right. So the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to disable this one here. We are going to disable the textures. Fair enough? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Because,
Yes, sir.
all right, we disable the high frequency separations and then we select the low frequency, right? When we select the low frequency, let's name it color low frequency. Color low frequency. We select that, uh, and then we go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Are we clear? I go
Yes,
over.
sir.
Remember, we created 3 duplicates of layers here.
Sir,
So
kind of low.
really,
Yeah.
Very low, sir.
uh,
Morning.
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 Am I loud enough?
Morning, sir.
Morning, morning, morning. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
Okay, good. All right, here what we are doing again. Am I still low?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, I don't know. All right, we duplicated 2 layers. We name one of them color or low frequency. The next one we name it textures or high frequency. What we are trying to do is frequency separation. All right. So we disable the textures layers. We disable it. We select the color layers, and then we go to filters, blur, Gaussian blur, like that. All right. What we have to do is you can see my window over there, right? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I decide to go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, this window will pop up. So the whole thing is to blur this one until we cannot see all these freckles. Okay? So we try to blur it, blur it, blur it. Alright, are we together? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So we have blurred the low frequency until we cannot see those dots and click OK. Alright? The next step what we are going to do. Okay, on the layer, we are going to enable this one. Remember, we disable it. We work with the color layer. Now we are going to enable this layer. Okay, the texture layer. Are we together? Hello. Mhm. All right. I need a response, please, Melissa. Under the image, we are going to.
Yes, sir. I hear you. I'm hearing you.
All right. Under the image. Oh, that one. Why is that on the file menu? All right. My head was confusing me. So the next step that we are going to do when we select the low frequency now. Hmm? Remember, we enable the texture layers. We enable the texture layers. So under the color layers, we go under image, apply image. Are we together? All right. What I did was to enable here, this layer here, and make sure this is selected. And then we go under the image, apply image. All right. When we select apply image, we are going to select layers, low frequency. Fair enough. Let me put it this side, low frequency.
Yes, sir.
And then no. And then we go to scale, low frequency, multiply. And then we select subtract. We subtract. We select subtract. We select subtract. And our offset scale, we put it to 2. I mean the scale to 2, and then the offset 128. All right. And then click OK. Oh no, sir. Undo that. Select textures. Supposed to be texture image. Apply image. Good. Now we have that, and dot. Subtract low frequency and click OK. So this is what we have. Okay. And then in the under the layer menu, um, we are going to select the blend mode to um, linear lights. Okay, we select linear lights. Okay, now from the linear lights, um, all right,
Good morning.
good morning. So under here now,
Morning.
what we are going to do, um, we are going to try to remove all these dots, right? So we are going to use the patch tool or the spot healing tool. All right, we make sure that our brush is big enough. Then we go ahead like that, like that. All right. So we select. All right. This is the advanced stages where you can do frequency separation. All right. I'll change my patch tool to patch tool. Let me see if I can move faster. All right. Yeah, I can move faster. I can move faster. All right. All right. So the whole idea is how best can you separate the skin tone and then make it look properly and better. So this is what we are doing. One of the steps which is used is that it is called frequency separation. So I'm not going to spend too much time into detail here. I'll try to move as quick as possible so I can go ahead and finish the demonstration. Remember, we created 3 layers, the same layers. One of the layers we name it as low frequency, and one of the layer we name it as high frequency textures. So immediately we selected that high frequency textures, we went to image, apply image under the image menu, and then from there now we select the layers into low frequency that we need to work with, and then from there the scale we set it to 2, the offset we set it to 128. So this is where we are so far. And then the step after that, we have to correct all of these freckles by selecting this kind of tools. So that's what we did. That in summary. So at this point, under the frequency separation, under the textures, we are editing. Remember, we are using these textures, high frequency, so we are editing. Remember, this is the highest point that you can actually do anything anywhere in the world. If you can understand this, you are good. All right, there we go. All right, all right. I'm going to leave it like that for now. All right. Okay. Okay. That's a texture. Okay. 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 Here we go. Select the patch tool, select the tool, color layer, select this feathering option. Alright, here we go. That is frequency separations. Then we go to the next step. Uh, I'm going through my notes. I'm going to post. Let me post the notes over to you guys. All right. Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to post it right now. The notes that I'm following, I'm posting on the
Sir, is
chat.
that the one that you had sent to me?
Yes, the
Or
one that
okay.
one that I sent it to you. All right. Um. So I'm posting to everybody. Okay, where is it? All right, there we go. Copy that. Why is it not going? All right. I'm going to send it to your emails now. Okay. Hello. I'm going to send it to the emails so that you know where I am going. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, send it. So those are my notes that I'm following now. Okay. Hello. Hello.
There's my email there, sir.
Yeah, I think so. Did you get the email this morning?
No, sir.
All right. Let me see if I can send it to you again. All right. Um, Remind me about your email again.
Elizabeth.
Hmm?
Elizabeth. Type Elizabeth. It should come up.
All right. I got it. Steps. All right. Anyone got it? Hello? Hello? I sent it. Check it if you get it. You get it? Somebody talk to me, please.
Yes, I got it.
All right. So you can pull it out. All right. All right. There we go.
Not there yet, sir.
Oh, you got it? Okay. All right. Let me bring up mine. Up. Okay. All right. We start from. It's called frequency separations. So we reach
It's in. Thanks.
we reach to okay. All right, what we did, we duplicated two layers, right? One we name it low frequency, all right, and one is a texture which is a high frequency. Fair enough. And then the next step, we disable the texture layer, and then select color layers, and then we select Gaussian blur. We reduce the radius to 0.1 pixels and select texture points and reduce it up to about 10. It can always vary based on the image. Hmm? And we press OK. Then under the layer, enable the texture layer and select okay, we enable the texture layers. Under the file menu, we apply, under the file menu, select apply image, which we did. We select the blend mode option to subtract. We reduce that to that. Under the layer again, palettes, we choose blend motion to linear. Alright, then we put the texture layers and the color. Oh, yes, we'll skip this one. Okay, here we go. Alright, for those people who might be confused, we are going to select these two layers together. These two layers, right, and group them. Alright, when we group it, we name it frequency separation. Separation. Okay. And then cellular tools remove. Okay, we did that. Under that, we did it. Select the last to remove the color. Select layer. Okay, I should remove onward. Oh, we skipped something. All right. I have to redo it again, but if not, for everybody to understand it, there's a section that I skip, but it could have been okay. Can we? Okay, let me start it. Let me start it all over again. We create a new document. We create that, and then paste that image there. Sorry. All right, we copy this. I'm going very slow in this one, okay? So that everybody understands it. All right. So this is step one. Step number one, we are going to duplicate the layers as in the notes. Okay? Based from the notes, we are going to duplicate that layer by pressing Ctrl J. And then the middle layer, we name it we name it color or low frequency. Fair enough? Then the second, the top one, we are going to name it textures or high frequency. Is there any question up to this point? Hello? Hello, everybody? Is there any question up to this point? Nobody?
Could you move a little bit about duplication there, please?
Come again?
What did you do to duplicate the layer?
On your keyboard, you can press Ctrl J.
Okay.
Or you could, can you see it? You can simply drag it like that and duplicate it. You see it?
Yes, sir.
You can do that. So either one of them. If you don't want to do the dragging, you Control J, and then it'll duplicate it for you. So now we have texture layers, we have color layers, low frequency, and then the one at the back. So we go on the next step. The notes that I send it to you, you can modify it based on your wording because that's my wording, okay? Hello, people? Hello?
Yes, sir. I know.
The notes that I sent is basically the skeleton of our steps. You can modify those notes to suit how you will understand it, but that's the correct one. So we finished step 1 and 2. We created that. We are going to disable the textures layer, which is this one. We see it? We
Yes,
disable,
sir.
we disable it. Hmm? And then we select the color layer, which is this here. And then when we select the color layer, we go under the filter. We select blur, and we select what? Gaussian blur. Hello?
Yeah. I'm on the button.
We select Gaussian
Yes, sir.
blur. No, you are,
Or
you are going to get this window here. So the instruction says slide the radius to 0, and then gently after this one slide it up until everything look blurred completely. Fair enough? So the whole main idea is to blur the freckles so we don't see it. Are we okay? Can I get a feedback, please?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
yes, sir.
Now, when you have done that, you get the correct blur. You click OK. Are we good? All right. And then the next step on the instruction sheet says under layer enable it. All right. Under the layer, we are going to enable the texture layer. Fair enough? So we did that. That's the next instruction. All right. So enable the texture menu. Then we go under the file menu and select apply image. Then we go under the file, we go apply the image. Okay, are we together? It is there in the notes. Then under the layer, instead of the merge, we are selecting low frequency, and then it's supposed to be this, cancel that. We select texture layers. Yeah, we select texture layer, and then we go under image, apply image. Beautiful. And then under the merge, we select the color, and then that one we select subtract. Okay, subtract. Our scaling we are putting to 2, the offset to 128. We don't change anything. Can we log back again, people? Let's log back again. All right. Hello. Hello. Let's log back.
Okay, sir.
Mhm. Okay. Under here, I want linear 2. Okay, let me see. Linear lights. We select here linear lights. Linear lights. Linear light. Here. All right. Let me explain again. Um, where do I texture color layer group? My name is frequency like texture layer. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Under the texture still, we change the setting from here to linear lights. Remember that, linear lights. Okay. Now, when we do the linear lights, we are going to select the lasso tool. Okay. Good. Here we go. We are going to use our lasso tool. the patch tool to patch it. Patch that. All right, there we go. Okay, can bring it right there. Oops, that's too big. Remember, within those notes that I sent it to you, you can put them in words and then tweak them. Sorry, tweak them until to the point that you understand it. I normally make those rough notes to guide me with the steps. If the steps are too complex, that's what I do. Sorry. What I'm doing is basically to clean it up using a patch tool. Alright. Using a patch tool. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to move so fast. Ignoring a lot of details, but that's okay. We are going to get rid of it afterward. This is the pinnacle of editing an image. If you can master it, and then we can go to the macro, the actions plugin, like to correct the teeth, the eyes, and all of that. But this one is everything. All right. Let's pretend that we have cleaned up properly, even though it's not properly clean, but let's pretend that that's the one. So all right, okay, here we go. There's a steps here that we can we can make a selection here again. We can make a selection here like that. We go here, blur. Let's select the feathering first. We select that, and then we put that one right here to about 20, and then we go to select filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then we can cancel that. All right, ignore that. Convert, explore, select the layer down from okay, make a layer 2. Give me a second. Duplicate 3 times my select the layer. Sections go to group. Okay, we did that. Under that we did that, and we did that. All right, disable that. Select low frequency. If you look at the last part of it, the one towards the end, the one towards the end, I'm getting scared with that. Anyway, that's all right. Let me see if I can share it. We are going to use this one here. This one here. We are going to, when we disable the texture layer, disable text layer, select the low frequency, color layers, and under the brush, select brush, alternate from the top. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave this one until next week. All right. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Because I think I need to modify some of my instruction. But we did so far, what we did so far is okay. Right here, opacity, linear lights, linear color, linear lights again, hard light, linear lights. Okay, we can work that. I'm not going to change anything. We leave that for now. Until next week, we can continue with we continue with this section here. Okay?
Okay.
Because this section is slightly tricky, so we'll go over it until we understand it. We'll go over it until we understand it. We got it correct last week, me and Melissa, we got it correct. I don't know what's happening now, but anyway.
Sir,
Yes?
one stepping away from it. One sir.
Okay, no problem. We are starting Illustrator now. All right. The next part that we were supposed to start doing, we are in Illustrator. Okay. Hello, everybody. Nadia. If
Yes, right
Yes,
here.
yes, I'm here.
I type the word Nadia, all right, and then select the font, okay, select the font, and then I can make it bigger. I can do it in two ways. I can go by changing it from here to that, or I could drag it, the edge of it like that. All right. Our topic, our second half of the learning is based on the type. We need to work on different types effect, how we can change our type style and the rest of it. All right. I know we did the type already, but we never did the type effect. How can certain type look beautiful and look unique? So the first thing that we did is to choose the word Nadia, which we are familiar with. All right. Then the second step we are going to do inside Illustrator, remember we changed from Photoshop to Illustrator. We go under the type, we move all the way up down there to create an outline. What does it mean when you create an outline? It means that you convert the true fonts from its original system fonts into a path. We create an outline. So the moment you create an outline, you can separate it. Let me demonstrate. I can ungroup that. I'm able to separate it. You see? I can move it. You can move it. Hello? We can do it in any style that we want. Like that. I repeat. This week we are going to learn about types effect. Types effect. So the first thing that I did by going under the T, we suggest the type and select. Click on that. Type a word. Are we good? From this point, you can change the size by going directly on the menu, or you can make it as big as you want to, like that, by dragging it. You have to hold on the shift key so that it's not squashed up. If you don't hold the shift key, this is what will happen. You see it? Undo that. You must always, if you're scaling it up, hold down your shift key on the keyboard. If you hold it down, you can scale it proportionately. You see it? But if I don't do it, if I don't hold it down, this is what will happen. You see it? It become compressed and readable. So that's step number one. The next step, basically, let me duplicate that. I'll duplicate, I have a copy, put it aside. So the next step I'm going to do from here is to go under the type and we convert the system fonts into an outline. We are converting the system fonts into an outline, so we do that. So this time it is converted. It's different from this. With this we can change the different type style, but in this one nothing we can change. All we can do is to modify it. If I duplicate that again and then go under the object, ungroup. If we ungroup it, this is what is going to happen. Now the moment we ungroup it, we are able to do all kind of things with it. We can bring it like that, and then we can put it like that, and we can arrange them. You see? Like that. In any way that we want it. Let me delete that. We understand it? I'll bring up back this one, copy it again. Now, in this one again, I want you to understand we are trying to get into the complexity of type style, how we can design it based on the tool that we have. So the next step that I could do, I'll go straight to type, to object, path. I'm going to an offset path. What does the offset path mean? It means that we can either minus offset the path from the original path away from the subject, or inward from the subject. All right, the offset meaning that is off from the original. So we select the offset path. There we go. It gives us the offset options. At 7 point, you can see it like that. Limiters, we can, for now, leave it, let's put it to 3, 1, see, 2, you can experiment it, 3, alright, so we leave it at 4, okay, we click OK for now. Now, we come right here under the mix object, we are going to select the field to be red, right? So that's another way altogether. Do we understand that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's one of the examples that I want you to remember it. I'm going to duplicate this one again. Alright. Let's take the same thing that we did, another step. We can go straight to Effects. We go to Stylize. Okay. Let's go to Wrap. What does wrap mean? Change the shapes. Wrap it around. Let's select arch. So when we select arch, let me cancel that and move this one outside far. Alright? Alright. I'm selecting this one here. Go to Effect, Wrap. I select arch. Fair enough? Now, these are the system options that you are given. You can control the bend like that. You can control the horizontal if you want to, and the vertical. See? All of that. Now, if that's what you want, you click OK. You could apply this one on a book cover, that you might be designing, and all of that. We click OK. Alright. You see? We managed to get that. Let's try to push it slightly again. We are going to duplicate that by pressing Options and Duplicate. Okay. I'll bring up my color swatches. Swatches. Alright. I'll fill in this one with, alright, gray. I hope so. I'll fill it gray. Alright. And then drag this one up here. I need to bring this one, the one at the back, to the front. We go under the object, arrange, bring to front, and then we can move it. See how beautiful it looks? We group that. We can group the two together. You can make it smaller. You can make it smaller. See? Let's do this on the next one again. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let me bring up this one. Nadia, is that the correct one? Correct name? Did I spell it correctly?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to convert this one to, go to Type, Create an Outline. And then we can do an offset again. We go to type, object, path, offset. So we leave it like that. And then this time now, instead of, I'll select another color. I select, okay, let me select red, yellow. So we select red. What color? Can we go, which one can we go with? Blue. All right.
Keep the yellow.
I'll go with keep the yellow.
Yeah, yellow nice.
All right. So we did this one. Basically, whatever I'm doing is to refresh your mind for you to start with the simple steps to learn how to play with the types. Because in some school, people go to learn how to play with type styles. Only they spend 4 years. Some people go to learn about image editing alone. We are trying to get everything done. So the next step that you can remember quickly, we go under the effect, we go to wrap. Now instead of the arc, we are going to say the arc lower. Say the arc lower, maintaining the same information. We can work our way around. We can work our way around like that. How that look? Ah, it looks pretty nice. I don't know. And then you can reduce the size. Look, you can make it bigger. We can duplicate it again. Sorry, we can duplicate it and fill it. Sorry, fill it in with the gray. And then take it down here. Voila. I'll put this aside. Put that aside. And then there we go. This is one of our type style that you learn. When can you use it? You can use similar like that for like a monogram or the t-shirts, netball, gear, and you name it on the bag. You can print them. You can use it for different purposes. So I hope you remember that, and then I hope you remember this one. All right, here we go again. Object and group. All right, let's select this one and that. And then select that. Reduce them together. Okay. There we go. We can select all of it. We go to object, path, offset, offset. All right. And then we can change it to bevel. It doesn't look good. Round it. All right. Okay, we can work with the rounding. Click OK. And then, oh, where's my tool? And then we can change our color. There we go. Group that. All right. And then fill this one with gray. All right. Bring up that over there. You see it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
It looks simple and nice. Simple,
Pretty.
Yes. Um, I want you guys to remember this. Now, I remember when I was doing the first day, the type, um, we were given words. Um, it says, let me change the fonts. All right. All right, like that. Stop. All right. Stop. Tall and fat. All right. I want you to think carefully because every single word they have meanings. They have to carry um, certain significance. So if we decide to choose the word stop, stop meaning the stop is a commanding word. Fair enough? Hello?
Yes.
Is to command. So
Yes.
the type has to be bold. So we can select, we can go with that, select that. So this is what I learned in year one when I was studying. We look for something bold. Let's go with that for now. What about tall? We can use that tall. Let's try to convert this one. Type, create an outline. So what does a tall mean to you? Tall. The word has to be
That is sequoia tree.
right,
Tall.
Yeah.
like that. Fair enough?
Yeah.
So every single word. What about fat?
Grown up.
Round up. We can select um, a round up type, something so fat, that suggests that. Now, the most exciting thing now, uh, um, waiting. Is it double? Is that
Yeah.
all right? When we say wedding, are we going to use any of the bold type or the
Mm-mm.
tall type or something elegant?
No. We use something
Something
fancy.
elegant, elegant, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
elegant and fancy. So we go ahead and select something which is fancy and elegant.
Something like calligraphy where the
Yeah,
wording
like
both some section slimmer, some section kind of fatty,
like that.
no fat, thick.
Like this one
Mm,
here. This
no, me not think about that.
yeah, this could work, and it has to be elegant. You understand? This suggests elegancy. We can change the type so long as you have to explore different types.
Yeah.
That will work.
Yeah.
Again, you have to be going to the fonts all the time to get um, different styles. So, with what we are learning today, every single word it has a suggestive meaning. Stop. We can use red to denote stop. We can use a circle like that, like that. All right, let's bring it here. Let me fit to white. I'll put that white. I need to center it. You notice that? You have to center everything, align it. You see what we did? Hello? Someone talk to me. Don't make me become sleepy. Do you see what happened a while ago? Hello?
No,
Anyone?
sir.
All right, what we did, I made a circle, right? Now I made one with the white inside it, and then bring up this. You notice it is not balancing. Fair enough?
Okay.
So I needed balance. I needed to look good. So you select both the object, and we come here, alignment, horizontal alignment, center, and then we come here, center, and then center. All right, vertical center, right there. Good. So we simply use the alignment tool to align it. Now I need to convert this to a compound path. We go to object, compound path, and make, which means we can see behind it. I need a diagonal. All right, diagonal. Remember we did this thing like that. I can rotate it, or I can combine them together like that. Select all of it. Go to Pathfinder. Hello, Pathfinder. And then unite. We select this, unite. So they're all together. Then you can rotate. Bring this and make it bigger. Just talk to me, people.
Yes.
We can change this one to black. Bring it to the front. Object, arrange. Bring to front. All right. So these are what's called a basic, simple graphics. Now, within the 3 minutes left, all of this thing become one. All right. I'm going to do it again. Something. We start with here. Please try to remember it. We create a perfect circle. Right. I'm going to no color. Okay. The red. I'll make that. So we have that. Fair enough? I need to duplicate that one, a circle, and reduce it. Okay? Bring it right here. With that, I'm using a guesswork. So select all of it, the two of them, and then you come to alignment, like that. Alignment. There we go. It is aligned. But if I try to fill it here with a color, so I cannot get to see everything. So all I need to do is to select the two together, the two path, go to object, compound path, so we can look through it. Now I can fill it in with any color. I can move it anywhere I could see through it. Now, if I need to make a cross, I go back again, rectangle tool, create my rectangle tool, like that. Like what we did learn, the Pathfinder, we unite that. We select this tool here to unite it, so everything become one. See? Now, if I want the diagonal, you simply rotate it like that. There we go. So we learn. Anyway, we have less than a minute, so we meet next week. Okay?
Okay, sir.
We are going to talk about the homework next week. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Right. At least we learn. Why are we?
so remember to send us the video, the recording.
Yes, please. I will do that. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Try to practice. Practice makes perfection, please.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Mm.